How did you catch your accountant stealing from you? So I discovered my accountant was stealing from me because he accidentally bought my mother a birthday present. Let me explain. I ran a small bakery. Nothing fancy, just good bread, decent coffee, and cookies that made people cry happy tears. The margins were thin but steady. I hired Randall to handle the books because Math and I have the same relationship as cats and water. Mutual distrust. Randall seemed perfect. Showed up in pressed shirts, had his own calculator, referenced tax codes like poetry. He'd been managing my finances for 2 years, and everything seemed fine. I was paying bills, had some savings, even bought a new oven. Then came my mom's birthday. I was at her party when she opened this elaborate gift basket. Fancy chocolates, imported wine, a silk scarf that probably cost more than my monthly flower budget. The card said, "Happy birthday, from your favorite daughter's successful business." I didn't send it. "Oh, honey," my mom gushed, "you shouldn't have spent so much." I hadn't. I'd gotten her a cookbook and fuzzy socks, but there was my bakery's logo on the card, my signature, which looked close enough unless you really looked, and the receipt in the basket showed it was purchased with my business credit card, the one only Randall and I had access to. I kept quiet at the party, but Monday morning, I turned into Sherlock Holmes with a caffeine addiction. I pulled 3 years of statements, started highlighting everything. Green for verified purchases, yellow for probably legitimate, red for what the hell is this? By noon, my desk looked like Christmas threw up on it. There were patterns. Small charges to suppliers I'd never heard of, office supplies that cost 3 times normal, consulting fees to companies that didn't exist when I Googled them. But here's the kicker. The amounts were smart, never round numbers. Always $97.43 or $241.87. The kind of numbers that look legitimate, like real invoice amounts. And always just under what would trigger my attention. Then I found it. The vendor he used most often. RTC Enterprises. Randall Thomas Consulting. His initials. The narcissist was stealing from me using his own initials. I mapped it all out. Over 2 years, he'd taken $47,000 in small, careful bites, like a financial mosquito. Death by 1,000 withdrawals. But the birthday basket? That was his mistake. He'd mixed up his spreadsheets, put my mom's gift under my business expenses, thinking it was his mother. They had the same first name, Patricia. I didn't confront him immediately. Oh no, I had a better plan. I scheduled our quarterly review meeting, acted completely normal, even brought donuts, his favorite kind. "Everything looks great," he said, sliding fake reports across the desk. "Profits are up 3%. Wonderful," I said. "Hey, I'm thinking of hiring an assistant for you. You know, help with all those vendor payments." He went pale. "That's not necessary." "No, I insist. In fact, I already reached out to RTC Enterprises. Funny thing, they said they don't exist." Silence. Beautiful, crushing silence. I pulled out my printed evidence, highlighted, tabbed, color-coded with sticky notes. I'd even laminated the cover page that said theft in 72-point font. "So here's what's going to happen," I said. "You're going to pay back every penny, with interest, or this becomes a police matter, a civil suit, and a very public Yelp review about why you're no longer my accountant." He tried to speak. I held up a finger. "Also, you're going to call my mother and explain why her birthday gift was purchased with stolen money. She's very Catholic. She'll want to purify it with guilt." He paid it all back in 6 weeks, had to sell his BMW and move back with his parents. His mother, also Patricia, was not pleased when she found out why. But the best part? He'd been doing this to 4 other small businesses. My evidence started an investigation. He lost his license, his reputation, and his ability to ever work with numbers professionally again. Last I heard, he was working at a cell phone kiosk at the mall. Cash-only business. They don't trust him with credit cards. I hired a new accountant. Her name's Bethany. She's 70, mean as hell, and audits everything twice. She also sends my mom a birthday card every year that says, "This was purchased with legitimate funds." My mom frames them. Randall probably still flinches when he sees birthday gift baskets. Good.